Hello and welcome to week number 5. Can you believe it? 5 is already here. So up to this point, we should basically have completed our Socratic Fishbowl assignments, which I will work to grade in the next couple of days, and we should have a rough draft, right? And the rough draft is supposed to be just that, a rough draft. I just want you to throw your ideas on the page. I don't care about how you organize it. I didn't care about anything except that you had ideas and that you were working with the ideas. I think by trying to put a structure and an organization and a plan in place too soon, it works to constrict the ideas in your mind. We tend to kind of throw some of the stuff away that we might use because we're not exactly sure how it fits. Yet in the process of writing this rough draft with an open and honest mind, sometimes you find a way to fit that idea in. Sometimes it occurs to you, right? And so all ideas are good ideas at this point in time. If you haven't set up your rough draft, or if you're having a problem, which a lot of people tended to have an issue, I got probably 20 emails about the rough draft assignment being locked. Well, it wasn't locked. It was published. Remember, Canvas, excuse me, Canvas is, excuse me, wow. Canvas is ordered sequentially. We see the module C, page number 4. And my intention is that you move through the module sequentially, that you start at C1 and that you use the next button in that page to go to C2. Then you use the next button at the bottom right of the page to go to C3, and on and on and on and on. And I have Canvas set up. You can see at the top where it says complete all items. I can show you how that kind of looks, and you'll see that the requirements are set to say that students must complete all of these requirements, right? And that you must move through requirements in sequential order. And so I have it set up so that you really C1 is the only one that you must complete before you can move on or open up the next assignments. Because that's the first one and everybody goes there, I hope, right? So as you move through them, just go through the next, one to one to one. I want you to think of Canvas like a book, almost like an web-enhanced textbook, multimodal textbook of sorts, right? Where I have pages. The modules are kind of chapters in that book, and each page in the module literally is kind of a page. It builds as we go through the unit, right? And so skipping around or using your to-do list to get around the course is going to leave you locked out of certain things, okay? So if that ever happens, just go back to C1 and move on through. And that usually 9 times out of 10 fixes the situation. If you find that you still have difficulties or some issues are coming up, refresh, right? Hit that browser refresh. That works wonders for the situation. And in extreme situations, sometimes we need to clear browsing data, cookies, and stuff like that. But that's not too often that you have to do that. That's really kind of extreme. If you haven't done that in months and months and months, that will pose a problem. But you'd probably notice that as being problematic in a lot of other websites too. Just that cache, when it gets full, your internet gets wonky, okay? So if you need kind of an assistance or help on that, just let me know, all right? So this week is all about writing. It's all about the writing process. We have our rough draft. I just opened C16, which is a thesis statement workshop. In it, I have a video. It's meant to be an interactive video that you actually, as you're watching the video, you hit pause and you work on it, and then you start it again and kind of move through the video. But it's designed to help you craft and develop a thesis statement from the ground up, right? That will accomplish all of the requirements that a thesis statement of this type should accomplish. And so I'll walk through it, and then it asks you to post that thesis statement in the discussion forum, and then to give advice and feedback to others in that discussion forum. All right, and I'd like to focus it on what you appreciate or what you like. Let's focus on strength while we give feedback to our peers. Right? It's easier to build on strength than to fix deficits. So that's what I want us to kind of think about as we're working on this particular workshop. Okay. You'll see right here that I don't have any other pages, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a couple more pages for Thursday that contain essays on this topic, right? Past essays. Some of them that had problems, some of them that worked really well. And I'm going to kind of do a little video talk in my next announcement about things that I appreciate in each one of those and things that could have worked better in each one of those, right? So you'll be able to see some real-time essays and hear my feedback for those real-time essays, okay? And so in that regard, I hope that we can kind of start to come to an understanding about different ways that you can organize the upcoming essay. I don't want you to feel that you are constricted by organizational patterns, right? There's no one way to write an essay, period, for any kind of essay. It doesn't exist. Ultimately, I just want you to think about this essay as a journey through your thought process. You're going to give us your thesis statement, and then your essay is going to show your reader how you discovered that thesis statement, how you discovered that message, right? What was it about the poem that showed you that message? And you're going to kind of step through and show us all the things that you discovered while reading the poem and while reading the secondary sources that helped you figure out that message. And in a nutshell, that's what every essay in this class is going to do. It's a journey that takes us through your thought process, right? Start with your theoretical framework and your theoretical grounding. What about the secondary sources and feminism are you thinking about or using to support your essay? And then apply that to different themes or different symbols or different lines throughout the poem, situations, images, settings that helped you discover that message about what Econo Motel Ocean City has to say about a woman's experience in the contemporary society. Okay. As always, if there's any questions or you need to talk to me, I have office hours Monday from 2 to 3, Tuesday from 2 to 3:30, Wednesday generally a little later from 3 to 4:30, I think it is. Sorry. I changed those recently, so I might have it wrong. And Thursday from 2 to 3, right? So just go to the homepage, click the Zoom in blue, and it'll take you right to me. And then we can chat about things that you're thinking about with the essay or anything else that you want to talk about. Okay? See you online soon. Have a great day.